shoulders didn't come.
Sit up better. Do you want to continue laying down, relaxing until you feel better, or do you want to sit up?
Or not good.
What are you feeling?
Um,
Continue holding on to the crystals if you can. You could put them on the side if
Yeah.
you're comfortable.
I during
I'm gonna squeeze over here next to you.
during the part where I was hearing about coming closer, that she's waiting. I just saw a lot of different, not a lot of colors, but the purple. Purple was really really strong. It was a purple mixed with like a blue, and not light blue, not a not a not a royal blue, but kind of like a bluish purple. Purple was dominant.
Okay.
I kept seeing flashes of just like blue, purple, and then the blue would just come in, and then a part with the light on the very bottom, almost like it was like my eyelids. I felt like my eyelids literally was like about to pop open, but on the bottom was like a white mixed with a beautiful gray. It was so pretty. It was just like gray mixed like with white, so it made that very light color.
You started with the
The
purple,
purple,
going into blue.
blue.
Where
So
where did
pretty.
this take place?
This was when I heard the voice talking to take a step closer to her, that she's waiting. That I just kept seeing in this direction.
Was the color moving?
It was moving
Was
just like
part
this.
of the cave?
No, it was just waves, really subtle, purple, and then like a layer of like that beautiful blue, and then like kind of like if you mix oil and vinegar together, it that purple emulsified with the blue and made kind of like a bubble, but then it just kept moving.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then on the very bottom layer was that beautiful gray mixed with like a pearly white.
Wow.
So together it made like a kind of a like a light medium gray, like beautiful charcoal gray mixed with like a pearl, kind of like that. That's how pretty it looked like on the bottom. But then immediately I had this pain in my shoulder right here, and it's been resonating since, just right there. And towards the end, I felt the pain on my left side, which I don't suffer from pain on my left side, but left side, right towards the back, and on my ankle, my left ankle, right by the ball, right by the ankle socket, right there, I felt a deep, dull ache. This was sharp.
Yeah.
That was a deep dull, and this was just kind of like I would just say like a dull.
Discomfort.
Yeah, but this one, till now I still have it. This one was sharp. This one was penetrating. I felt the throb and the kind of pinching. That I felt very weird. That was it.
Did you hear anything, sense,
No,
any presence?
no, just a lot of movement. Just a lot of movement. And then I kind of got a little startled with the whoosh. I felt myself following, kind of like with every sound of that swoosh. Like I felt it go to the left, and then I could visualize myself going to the left. And when it swooshed to the, I felt it like swooshing to the right, kind of. So I felt myself going to the left, going to the right. Kind of like a bat just coming out of nowhere, shooting across.
And you were following that?
and I was following it. Yes, it was like,
Was it light?
it was just it wasn't even a dark symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Just you could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see it. It wasn't like a pronounced shadow that caught your eye, but it was more the sound that took you in that direction.
So do you described a bat, and
Yes,
bats are in the caves, and sometimes they get startled, and sometimes when the people go in with the lights or candles, they
yes,
swirl them
right,
around.
and right,
So you felt there was something there that
yes,
your
Shush.
light was,
yes, it was,
because you were trying to not catch it, but you were there observing it.
yeah, it came out of nowhere. The minute it just whooshed, like came out of left field, came out of right field, because it came from right to left. It went
right to left.
and then it went from left to right again.
And you mentioned you had your sharp pain on the right
On
side,
the right
and
side.
then you suddenly felt discomfort
On the left. Yes.
Do you feel a connection there?
Now that you
I
kind of pinned it, kind of pointing it out.
You're the one creating the story, because
Right.
you did mention right,
Yes.
and you mentioned left.
Yes, because that was the pattern.
So
Started first on the right,
mhm.
then it went to my left, and then left. It went down.
And then it went
And
down.
went down.
Right. Do you feel that that's an energy that you felt?
For sure, because I have no.
Something.
I have nothing.
Can you feel that it just shut out completely through your leg? I mean, it didn't go back up. It was just point, 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 out.
Yeah, I don't have it. I didn't have it on the back no more. But the shoulder still exists.
Correct.
Still.
So perhaps there's something that you had there.
Yeah.
Something that it just came out, freaking out, like, oh boy,
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah,
and you were chasing it.
It was like, yeah. It was like, and it startled me because it came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it from watching movies, it just
mm-hmm.
brought me to that part where, like a bat would have just like a reaction you would have that if a bat came out of a cave.
That's exactly what it is. Something
Yeah.
in the cave, dark, and as soon as you started walking in with the light, you startled something that could not take your frequency.
Yeah. And my hair just
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other sensations? Any other voices? Did you see any?
I didn't hear no voices. I didn't see. Just as far as visual was just it's beautiful purple with the blue.
How did you feel? Were you blended in with these colors?
Yeah.
Were you the color?
No.
Were you an observer? Or
I was an observer. I was by myself, just an observer. And it was just
calming,
almost like
soothing,
very
loving.
soothing. Mosaic, like kind of, just kind of like.
Could it look like flames?
No flames, just kind of like that. The rock when you open it,
mm-hmm.
and it has that beautiful color swirl.
And you blended in with that?
It just blended. It was beautiful. It's like I was just watching it, and it was just moving. It was just slowly.
And then you felt discomfort by seeing that shadow afterwards?
Afterwards. The shadow came afterwards when we went into the cave.
With your beautiful color.
It was like, wow.
With your beautiful color. That could be your true soul, your higher self.
It was really
it was feeling. It had feelings.
Wow. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. Like I said, it was just a beautiful purple with that blue. Yeah. And then like at one point the blue kind of like if you're looking underneath a microscope and you're looking at like, let's just say blood and viruses, how they tend to move, and when they connect and they multiply, how they form one,
mm-hmm.
and then it continues to move. that was movement when they kind of mixed in with the blue stuff. It was
That's
just like,
amazing. That's so
it was just like
beautiful.
moving. Yeah, it's really pretty.
The best part is that you take that key, that code with those colors, and anytime you want to meditate, you go back to that safe and surround yourself with that.
Yeah, it was really pretty. And that beautiful chocolate gray with the pearly white, that color that it formed. Oh, so pretty. It was really light to the point where I literally felt that my eyes were gonna like open. And I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, it was really nice. It was really pretty.
Anything else that you can say?
That was the most that just came to me. That was just kind of prominent.
Mm-hmm.
That there was just no questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was just there. You know, those four colors and the cave. Like I said, the cave and the ocean.
Wow. I wonder what would it do if you go back to another session some other time, now that you're more experienced
Mm-hmm.
and you go in, prepared.
Right.
What other things would you be able to find for yourself? You did it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just a vessel to transmit it, but you did it yourself. Everybody has a different experience.
Right.
I felt that you needed a lot of clearing in the crown. I actually worked with Metrotron, which is purple and magenta hot color. Okay. I also felt that I did a lot of clearing in your third eye, and I worked with an archangel that redo it over and over. I also felt something here. I don't know if you felt a sensation in your throat, but we cleared a lot. And
I did feel dryness a little bit.
did you?
That you mentioned again. I don't know if you heard me during the session that I went.
I didn't, but it's probably recorded, so you can, confirm that.
Yeah. It was like,
Like almost that you wanted to cough or clear your throat.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Right.
we cleared that out.
mm-hmm.
We still got to go back and work on it.
Mm-hmm.
What it was, I was trying to infuse it with a lot of light to look more deeper and deeper exactly what it is. Talk to Archangel Gabriel, that's the throat chakra. Sometimes it takes us a lot to speak our truth.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know if you can identify to that, because sometimes when we hold in,
Mm-hmm.
we have something there that is holding you back.
Yes.
And that's what I was trying to figure out. It's like, what are you doing? So I still see it there with additional, session. It can definitely, we worked a lot around it, and I felt it.
Yeah.
I also felt a sensation with your heart that I spent a lot of time, most of the time, in your heart. And we inflamed it with sacred flames and sacred symbols. And we got in there and all these archangels. And I saw myself going in there as if I was a dragon flying in.
Oh my God.
With the beautiful flames just there. This part is clear, that part is clear. So we did a lot of work. You have a beautiful portal because that was endless. Like, oh my God, it's a lot of work. We got to go back in there, So all these archangels were working, and we did clear a lot of debris of a lot of stagnant emotions from your past traumas. A lot of clearing. We still need to do a lot of work there. The first times, like the first layer, it's like an onion. You peel it,
Mm-hmm.
I also made them, whoever's there that is not for your higher self, anything that you can't pick up, because you do have a lot of contact with a lot of public.
Yes.
What attracted you to her? Why are you there? This is a time that we have to move on. You don't belong there. And then I said, what are you costing her? Or what is it that she gave you the open door? So we have to work on that. I noticed you reacted when I was working in your heart, and that made me feel extremely emotional. You understand? You understand me? You get it? We have to continue working on that healing. These are emotions that you feel, and when we pick up a lot of things from different people, they get stuck, they get imprinted. and we need to clear it. They don't need to be there anymore. It's time to healing. So I worked with Archangel Raphael, and that's when I noticed that you reacted.
Really?
You know? So if you felt that, and I felt it, and I felt those emotions that, you know,
at what part was
it's
that?
healing when I was working in your heart.
Oh.
This is your heart chakra, this area right here. I spent a lot of time on your stomach between your heart and your solar plexus. I felt like burping.
Really?
Burping, yeah. And those tears are healing tears. You have to cry it out. You have to release them. You have to. Only way that they can come up. So it can be once you experience it without hurting, it just releases your body, and that's it. You healed it. You can't keep that in there. So this area right here, also I was working a lot and explaining to them to move on. You had some entities, you had some type of shadows, they were not moving at all. They were like, there, okay, move on. You don't belong here.
And where was that at?
On your stomach area, right over here.
Oh, that's funny, because I suffer from, like, on the opposite side, the back, just going across from one side to the other.
Yeah.
It's constant.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of, it's a pain that's anchored there. It doesn't shift. It's just there.
Right.
Constant.
So we moved that. We moved that stagnant that is like stuck. So we definitely did some movement, shaking it. So that should make you feel a lot better. However, we still have to continue on that. I thought, the sensation that you felt, coming out, because I was over here, like,
that left side, yeah.
So you felt that sensation.
Yeah.
I think that could be a connection, or whatever it is that you felt got stuck there, and I was like trying to.
Yeah.
And maybe you have been experiencing that, going that little back, lost, being able to escape, because sometimes they do get stuck. And they need, a professional practitioner to release them.
Wow, yeah,
to show
it was
them.
like a bat. When I said to my son, it was like, like came out of left field. Like, what's that? It's like no doubt in my mind that even though I physically couldn't see a bat, it's what I felt. The sound of just like the wings with the whoosh.
Yeah, like running away, don't see me. It's funny you mention a bat, because a bat, it's one of the most sacred animals in this planet, and a lot of people, they take that sacred animal and they turned it into negative. Vampire turning into bat.
Right.
The circumstances, it came from a bat because people eat bat. I mean, they'll take that sacredness. I mean, if without them, our earth will be destroyed. But they're the one eating the molds, and they're eating all this leftovers. They're consuming on that. So then, the earth can cleanse itself, and it's sacred. So what they used it as a negative symbol. They're beautiful beings. They're doing their job. We'll have a job to do. I felt the sensation. I did your root chakras. I grounded you very, very, very much. Your solar plexus, it looks brand new. And I placed a lot of flames and different sacred flames and ancient key codes, uploads, downloads. So be prepared for the next 13 days. You're going to be getting ideas and feeling things. And at nighttime, sleep with a journal. Whatever you dream of, put it down, because those are just codes, the message and matter of time for you to catch up with that timing, to parallel that timing. You just got to work on it. Your feet, I did a lot of work. I felt like you just kept on walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and never getting to your destination. Does that make any sense to you?
It kind of did, because inside, when the voice started talking and it was trying to guide me, I was just like, I couldn't I couldn't see anything until I got to that point of the light.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see anything. I didn't even know where I was at. Kind of, I just felt like you said, just I was just walking and nothing was happening. Like nothing, didn't feel, didn't see anything, and it was just, I don't know. I think at that point, I don't know if perhaps I even just finally like I let go because I
Mm-hmm.
felt like we were getting towards the end. I just kind of like just, I don't know, just weird to explain, but kind of just let go, and then shortly after was when then I just started seeing like these swirls. Like I said, take that beautiful. I forgot what that rock is called that you open it. They sell them in with the purple in
Mm-hmm.
the stores,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just with the like I said with the purple.
Like a crystal stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I said, the charcoal green with the pearly white mixed together.
Wow.
Then at that point, but in the beginning, I just felt like trying to get there, trying to follow the voice and trying to get there. It just seems so far away.
The first thing that I'm thinking about is just like those natural caves, crystals. They're there to be discovered, but they also have infants and memories. So for you to participate and feel yourself around it, you're connected to them. So what I did is activated them, and you can remember that activation. You're gonna remember working with those crystals as if you were just one. You became the color you were following. They're protecting you.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
The ankle. I think I opened up something there and released a lot of stuff because going back to your feet, I felt like it was like a multitude of crowded people walking with you, but you're the only one moving. So I'm like, why are these people on her? Why can't they walk on themselves? That's how I felt. Does that make any sense? Because I saw you. I'm like,
Metaphysically, yes, it makes a lot of sense.
and I just saw like okay, you have a huge crowd, right? But then I only see your feet, so I couldn't put them together on the ground. So I immediately cleared all that. That's like old energy or past
That's
life energy, that is completely cleared, brand new, shining, and I grounded your feet to the inner earth, inside the earth, being one with Gaia.
it's funny because the feet when you say you found like a whole bunch, like almost like a whole bunch of people on it, it's like it kind of coincides of how I've always felt, kind of feeling of carrying the load of people, carrying them from A to B, like you know, just taking on taking on things from other people that they should be doing for themselves, taking like that responsibility on,
You want a confirmation?
and
Your right shoulder, that's your present and future, and the pain in the aches has everything to do with you making the wrong choice. Maybe you're making the wrong choice for others. Not that you're going in the wrong direction. It's just that you should do it for yourself. You understand? Does that make any sense? Because right is present to future, and you had something in there that was making you take other people's baggage. Does that make sense? Sometimes we carry that from our past life.
right.
Sometimes we just have to clear that from the past so that we don't continue making that mistake. We need to learn it. We need to remember it.
Right.
The left is the past trauma, past life. Something else could be that you picked up something from the past.
Right.
You brought it to this lifetime and it's there, doing the same thing. So that little guy is completely gone. He didn't know where to go.
Right.
Yeah. We released it. We released it. We definitely did.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Anything else that you want to share?
No, I mean I just noticed towards at the very very end. I noticed with the bells at the very very end, my heart rate increased. I felt my heart racing with the sound of the bell when it was going fast. It was like dum 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 dum. It was like kind of like that feeling, and I felt my heart rate, you know, uh, pick up speed at that point. And then that was the end. That was where that happened for a brief second. Then it calmed.
Then it calmed down.
Yeah.
Good.
Then
Good.
it comes.
It showed you, and then it just retreated
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
It showed. Yeah. And then it ended with the eyelids, almost like my eyes were gonna open, and I was just peeping in the bottom of it,
Mhm.
and I saw the like the gray with the pretty white a little bit.
Amazing.
That was how I ended. That's how I came out.
Wow.
Yeah, came to with the chocolate gray and the pearl.
Would you recommend this session to anybody else
Oh
that
my God,
needs
yes,
a healing
absolutely.
and clearing?
I think so, absolutely. Like I think everybody should definitely experience it.
Is it something that perhaps
I
that we
never thought I
can
would.
share?
Hmm.
Really? You didn't think you would feel that way?
No, not at all. Not. I didn't know really what to expect, other than just being open
Mm-hmm.
and just allowing my body to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it surprised me to to know what I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
to know, like, especially more towards the end, how prominent those visuals were.
Beautiful.
How it just stood out, no questions
Beautiful.
asked. Yeah.
Good. I'm so happy. Great.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. I was just like, oh wow, how's it so pretty?
You have a beautiful token. Anytime you want to meditate and go back to those beautiful crystal colors,
Yeah.
shimmering, that's it. That's your key. It's
So that
already in
purple color coincides with your crown chakra.
Yes.
What about the gray or the pearl?
Gray or the pearl?
Well, the white, I know they said that
the
that's like the
ultimate
purest,
source.
kind of like,
God. That's
yeah.
right. Beautiful.
So I was like, oh,
Sure. Sometimes we do need those little tap on our shoulders to remind us. But you have it. You have it. And now things are gonna start manifesting, and we're gonna be focused more. I know you're doing the whole wellness thing, and that's good. It's just a new beginning, and you're gonna see how things are gonna fall into place. We all need clearing all the time. You know, you have you have archangels and you have light beings. So, right.
kind of like that pearly white.
Close to Archangel Zachiel. And I did a whole scanning in your body with him. He helped me out a lot. He's no joke. I have a meditation about him. He is absolutely no joke. He is actually Saint Michael Archangel's right hand. And he's there. And as soon as, you give permission to him, he's done, considered done. He has multitude of legions of military archangels and like beings and angels with him. All of them. They all do. But yeah, the grayish color. It's actually I would have to say like a metallic. It's also very like a crystal. I don't want to get into religion, but it's like we all have crystals inside of us, crystal. And of course the golden. I work with that golden color too. It's healing. I study all of them.
Yeah.
I study all of them. Reading, educating myself,
Yeah.
Everybody has their own technique and their own routine, but the bottom line is that we've always been trying to look into the light, no matter what sources we get into. We're always looking into the light and protection.
And what's so ironic now, bringing all that together, thinking back, my business is purple.
Your business is purple?
And it's called Transcends. Transcending.
You're the transcending. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
See?
transcending from one point to another.
It's
like a journey.
Exactly. All you need is that clearing. That thing is going to boost up. The business is going to boost up for sure.
That purple kind of resonated with me. I don't know why. But
I'm big with purple too,
yeah.
as you can tell.
Purple, yeah.
And I started working with Archangel Metatron many years, and I'm huge with the purple, lavender, healing. It transmutes all negativity. Wow. And I ignited that. I'm sorry, but you had to take an activation because it's there already.
Right.
It's all there. Beautiful. So we're gonna end this now.
Yes.
Do you have any questions or any concerns or anything?
No, I said it was a very, very nice experience.
Okay, great.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Yeah. Can't wait to share it around.
Oh my God.